We're going to call this listening tour to order. The time is 5:04 p.m. We have the presence of a quorum, and this meeting has been duly called, and notice of the meeting has been posted for the time and manner required by law. That's all the formal stuff we have to say before we get started. Before we start, I want everyone to know that we have translation services available, and we're going to let this lady make an announcement for us about translation services.
Buenas tardes a todos. Para los que necesiten interpretación simultánea al español, yo lo estoy interpretando. Pueden retirar el equipo en la mesa que está ahí junto a la tarima de sonido y hay interpretación simultánea.
Thank you very much. So if you're in need of translation services, please go ahead and get those devices. Okay, my name is Kristen Tassan, and I am president of the Board of Trustees, and I am very excited to welcome you all to the very first listening tour for the Board of Trustees, and we are very excited about this event this evening, and we thank you all very much for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here. Before we get started, I want to thank some very important people for being here this evening, and that is our students, because that's who we're here for and that's who we work for. Let's give them a hand. First, our Marshall High School and Missouri City Middle School advanced orchestras. The Missouri City Middle School Advanced Treble Choir. That was their first public performance this evening, so that was really exciting, and they did a fantastic job. The Marshall High School Mixed Choir. And I also want to acknowledge and thank the students who submitted artwork that's on display here this evening, and I encourage you to go take a look at it. They're students from Glover, E.A. Jones, Armstrong, and Hunters Glen Elementary Schools, as well as Missouri City Middle School and Marshall High School. Thank you all for organizing that and for the students who participated. Let's give them a hand. We do have refreshments in the back, and we encourage you to take advantage of that. And we want to thank Members Choice Credit Union for providing those for us this evening. Let's give them a round of applause as well. Before we get started, I want to introduce to you the people that are standing in front of you. This is our Board of Trustees. We will start with our Board Vice President, Jason Burdine. Our Board Secretary, Addie Helliger. And Board Members Grail James and KP George. And of course, everyone knows our Superintendent, Dr. Dupree. And we have one more board member who's on the way, Dave Rosenthal, and he should be here shortly. And Mr. Jim Rice couldn't be here this evening. He was very disappointed, and he wanted to extend to everyone his appreciation for you being here. He was very excited about this and hated to miss it. I also want to thank our administrative team, all the administration from the schools in the feeder pattern, Glover, E.A. Jones, Armstrong, Hunters Glen, Missouri City Middle School, and of course Marshall High School for all your hard work in putting this together, and the principals for coordinating. We appreciate you more than you know. I also want to recognize, I think we have some elected officials in the audience. If you're an elected official, will you please stand? We have Representative Ron Reynolds with us. Thank you for being here, sir. We appreciate you and appreciate the support. It takes a village, and our kids are important, and we're glad that you're all here. So finally, of course, I want to thank the community for being out here. Our purpose in doing this is to listen to you. It's called a listening tour because that's what we want to do. We want to listen to what's important to you. We want to take your questions, listen to your concerns. We want to hear the good, we want to hear the bad, we want to hear whatever it is you have to say, and that's why we're here this evening. It is our goal as a board to connect with you, the community members, and so we're excited to get to kick this off this evening, and we're excited that you're going to be the first to help us do that. So bear with us. We may have a few kinks in the evening, but we'll be working those out for next time, and we'll certainly take your feedback from that as well. So the way this is going to work this evening is that we have a table over here where Mrs. Porter is sitting. Will you raise your hand? Thank you. And you can write down questions that you have, and then we will be sitting at the various tables that have signs at them, and each table has been assigned a subject matter, and that's just to help us get the right executive team member paired with the right board member so that we can better answer your questions. So the signs, you'll see the various subject matter. If you already submitted a question, our team has sorted those so that you should know where your question will be answered. If you haven't submitted a question yet, please make your way to the table to do so. You can write them down. They will be sent to us at the tables, and we'll be happy to answer your questions, talk to you a little bit. And if you don't have a question and you just want to listen in, then please head over to wherever your interest lies, and you can listen in to, as board members and executive team members, dialogue with the community. I think that's it. So I will ask the board members to disperse to their desired tables. I know Mr. Burdine's going to take facilities and feeder patterns boundaries. I'm going to take special ed and GT, and then the other three board members will go to your desired location. Thank you very much.
Excuse me, if you're not sitting at a table and you'd just like to go and listen, you may not have a question, please feel free and get in. We welcome you to.
Si tienen alguna pregunta pueden sentarse a la mesa y si no tienen ninguna pregunta de todas maneras pueden ir y escuchar y sentarse a la mesa. Gracias.